Hey there everybody, Decaff here with a Blender tutorial. This is for a bunch of requests that I've been getting about animating and things that are snapping back after you try to move them. So if you've ever tried to, say, move a tail fin, you move it back a little bit to the right position, you go up in a keyframe and then it snaps right back to where you tried to move it from, this is going to help you out. So the reason it's snapping back is because of what it's referenced to in the animations. So an example here, we have the wing, and if we try to move it forward, go up, it snaps right back. Now, I chose this model here because it's very, very simple. There's only 3 animations. There is the wings moving, the afterburner coming on, and the landing gear coming out. So 3 animations, pretty simple, but it's where you can see what's going on the easiest. Once you start doing really complicated models, things start to get really, really confusing. If you ever get the chance, open up one of Lord Flashheart's Vulcans, one of his new HD Vulcans. You'll see what I mean by it can get confusing. So here we have our landing gear, and let's say that we want to move the nose wheel forward a little bit to improve stability while on the ground. So we just drag that forward. I think everything's all set. We hit the up key, snaps right back. Well, that's a problem. If we hit the little squiggle key next to the number 1 at the top of your keyboard, just below the escape button, we overlap all the layers in Blender. In Blender, we're typically only going to see or deal with layers 1, 2, and 6. Layer 1 is what you see normally. Layer 2 is where you put all the meshes that you don't want to see at this current time. So say you're flying around with your afterburner off. When your afterburner is off, the afterburner mesh is actually in layer 2. And all these coordinate systems, these empties, are found in layer 6. So let's go down a little bit. And here we have layer 2 and layer 1. So the key part here is these empties. These empties control your animations. They provide reference points for any animating mesh that's going to be in your model. So in order to move an animation, you're going to need to move all of the references associated with it. Now in this model, the landing gear is very, very simple. It's only got a couple of empties associated with it, one for each of the landing gear. So if we have this empty selected, we can drag that forward and still cycle through the animations. Note that our mesh is not snapping back. Now if we tried to move our mesh back, it's going to snap forward because we placed the empty forward. We moved the empty rather than the mesh. So if you're having troubles with meshes snapping back to where you don't want them to be, go in and play around with your empties. That should solve your problem. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, throw them in the comment section down below. I'll do my best to answer them. Animations are very complicated, so don't feel bad about asking. Ask away every time you come into a situation that you're not sure about.